Ladies and gentlemen, OCPD and criminals, hoodlums of all ages, I am the Comic Outlaw, and I'm bringing you today one of my favorite old-time Dark Horse comic books, RoboCop versus Terminator. Dun 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 dun. Hell yes! This is another one that I thought should be a movie. I thought I'd share with you guys. There's going to be a lot of time travel. There's going to be a lot of time travel malarkey. So I'm going to get that out of the way right now, laying it all out. So let's begin this wonderful war between two top movie icons, sci-fi, with a boom, boom. We're at a tat-tat. This is the future, ladies and gentlemen. Death is all around us. Death is everywhere, for the machines have stomped out almost all life on Earth. With no hope for the future, as the resistance is being crushed under the whims of the Terminator. And as they move in on one of the final fortresses, the final fortress, they find a lone soldier trying to tap into a machine, trying to get some information off the database. This software linking to Skynet, they discover a secret that Connor was just part of the equation. The Skynet lived, and it lived through a man. There was a man in a machine, a cyborg. His name was Murphy. Alex Murphy. And so she turns around and blasts the Terminator behind her, removes all her clothing and steps into the time machine and jumps back into time, hopefully to prevent this time from happening, to find this man named Murphy, this robot, this destroyer of worlds, and bring him to justice by blowing into pieces. And as she falls deep, deep and through the vortex of time, she travels, the light moves her, going from one moment to the next, shifting until she hears a loud honk, the screech of the car as it almost hits her, as he yells out, "Crazy broad!" And now she's in the past, Detroit to be exact. And as he pulls out a gun, getting ready to shoot her, and it's funny, everybody in Detroit packing that heat. She stands up, kicks the gun away from him, grabs it, and says, "Who's first?" Because she's been through the fire, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are just tourists in a war zone, if you know what I'm saying. But she decides to take the car, goes on a little trip, and looks for Murphy. She has the gun ready, pointed, ready to kill the man that his wife is talking to. But wait, she just realized that Alex is dead. She's like, "Dead? How can that be? That means it's too late. She's gonna need a bigger gun." But it's always good to find your local laser beam with the handy dandy parts at the department store. And as she straps on a big backpack that looks like a huge Ghostbusters laser beam, Ed 209 steps up and says, "Freeze. I am authorized to use lethal force." And as we all know, Ed 209s have a very large destructive power, but an itty bitty brain. She rolls under the feet, which has been a big weakness of the Ed 209s, and it does a flip right over. And then she turns around and zaps it with her laser beam, and then boom! Yeah, there's nothing left of that Ed 209. And she goes off to find Alex Murphy, a.k.a. RoboCop. She sneaks into the police department, knocks out the scientist that takes care of him, and finds a tracker, an OCPD tracker. And we're in the middle of a kidnapping because crime is rampant in this city. And there's one thing besides the good people and the good police department that is helping, and that is RoboCop. The bad guys fire at him. Boom, 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 boom. But nothing pierces that armor of RoboCop's. Not no pitiful machine gun fire, that is. As he kicks the beam down, they all go falling into the floor. And as one of the thugs hold her hostage, he has his targeting. Boom, boom, boom. And that's just the way RoboCop works, with efficiency. And as he stands there in the haze, all dead at his feet, for he is RoboCop, the future in law enforcement. And dead or alive, you're coming with him. As he takes out another one of the thugs. And as she thanks him and says, "God bless you, sir," reaches out to him, he walks away. For it is cold, and he cannot feel it. And he has other justice to dispense. Like this man who's about to blow everyone up at this nice, fancy party for all the aristocrats. RoboCop grabs him and decides to throw him out, for he has a dead man switch. And boom! He explodes in the background with a nice little spread on the bottom. I love the art in this one, ladies and gentlemen. As the rain falls in the shelter, he listens to it. And it's still far away. Farther than any woman's touch. And that's profound for RoboCop. Because that's who he is, locked in that form. But all of a sudden, in the middle of his thoughts, zack! And he falls down from the laser beam. His insides everywhere, his parts flying around. As she walks up to him. Who's she? A soldier. Blows him to bits. And as the future changes since RoboCop died, calamity spreads out and the machines desperately need to find a solution. So, in a last gambit, they send 3 back to the past to fix this error and to bring Skynet back online. They appear in the middle of the basketball game, they take whatever clothing they need, and they go on their mission to stop this soldier, to save Alex Murphy. And as she runs out again, getting ready to shoot RoboCop, someone comes out of nowhere with a car and blasts her with a machine gun, hitting her in the chest. RoboCop, of course, reacts, starts shooting at the car, and then sees something odd as the scanner reads something odd, something not human. As they drive off, he stands over her and she says, "I must kill you. I need to kill you. You're the one that destroys our world." And what happens next? Who knows? I do. But that's going to have to wait till the next time. For I am the Comic Outlaw, and I will catch you on the flip side. Yeah.